So this weekend, Eternal's doing back-to-back cards. So this will be the second card they're doing. So Eternal 81. It's actually looking like a pretty good card. One of the fights did get scratched, the fight between Alan Philpott and Paul Loger, which was probably going to be a really good fight, but still a really good card. So I'm just going to do from Dom Marfan versus Michael Stanoff because there's actually quite a few pro fights on here. But anyway, go on. I guess I'll start off with Dom Marfan versus Michael Stanoff. This is a very interesting fight. Stanoff being very active fighter. Marfan, one loss only to Quillan Salkeld, which I think is a loss that's going to age very well. Wasn't competitive really. Like Quillan Salkeld did just destroy him for every round of that fight. Like I'm not going to lie and say it was competitive, but you know, Marfan still very good fighter. He's run through every other person he's fought. It just shows that Quillan Salkeld is just a little bit of a level above. But dominated Jimmy the Dog, beat Jordan Thomas. I think he's gonna I think he's gonna get Michael Stanoff out of there. Stanoff is very tough, but I could just see him getting subbed. We know he did get subbed by Tim Schultz earlier this year. Hope Tim Schultz's legs all healed up. I think I heard it is. He was the fighter whose leg almost lost a foot, actually, I think it was because of staph. So it's good to hear that he's, recovered and everything. But yeah, I'm going to take Don Marfan here. I think he will get a sub here, but it is actually a very competitive fight. I'm not as big on Don Marfan as maybe the Eternal matchmakers are. I think he's a good fighter, but I don't know if he is like the next big thing as they think he is. I think he's a very good fighter though, and I am going to take him in this fight against Michael Stanoff. I think he will get a submission. Very good jiu-jitsu. Did sub Justin Van Heerden in a jiu-jitsu match. So yeah, I got Don Marfan. He's looking very good though. He's looking improved. So if he can just fix his striking a bit more, yeah, I think he could. Yeah, he could be a threat. But I think the Harry Webbs and the Quillan Salkids are definitely levels above him. Then we got another fight in the lightweight division between Jack Becker and Kieran Joblin. Very interesting fight here. Both coming off losses to David Martinez. Like I say, very interesting fight. Joblin's been fighting forever since 2009. Very, very, very long career. Did take some time off before that Martinez fight. He's 35 years old. Jack Becker's got the youth advantage. He's only 30. Actually, I think he'll be 31 by next month. But still, he had a more competitive fight with David Martinez. Obviously, styles make matches. Then he did lose to Aiden Aguilera, but it was a leg break. I don't count that loss. He already had beat Aiden Aguilera before that too. Like Jack Becker is a very good fighter. He looked a bit rusty in that fight against David Martinez. The second round, he did come on very strong. It looked like he was very close to getting a stoppage against Martinez. He was like really putting it on him, really, working knees in the clinch. He was putting a beating on him in the second round, but then David Martinez sort of just backpacked him for the third round and did get the win that way. But very close fight. But I did think Martinez probably did win that, but still very good competitive fight. And Joblin, him versus Martinez was pretty competitive too. But I'm going to take Jack Becker in this fight. I think he is the better grappler than Joblin, and I could just see him he's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hasn't been subbed much, Kieran Joblin, but I think Jack Becker is a very strong individual. Maybe even he could work that knee, clinch knees like he was against David Martinez, and maybe get Joblin out of there. But I'm going to go Jack Becker, second round submission here. I do think he's going to get this fight done. He's a very good fighter. I know he lost to David Martinez, 10-4, but really it should be 10-3. I think Jack Becker is actually a really good fighter. So yeah, I'm going to take Jack Becker. Then we got Corey Lynch, 1-2 versus Victor Lyell. Interesting fight. Most people know Victor Lyell for that viral clip where he knocked out some like drunk cockheads, and one of the guys' missos or their friend or sister or some shit or both just was like saying, "My dad's a bodybuilder, he'll fuck you up," like all this weird shit, as drunk Aussie girls do. But, you know, Victor Lyle beat the shit out of both of these guys. He kicked one of them in the head. I think he dropped the other one with a right cross. Yeah, he fucked these guys up. They tried to fight him, not realizing he was an MMA fighter. He is actually pretty good. He's a powerful guy. Corey Lynch been chinned a few times. If I'm thinking of the right guy, yeah, this was the guy that Lachlan Stitt KO'd in 26 seconds. But Lachlan Stitt also a very good fighter. But I do just think Lyle is going to get this one done here. I think he's going to KO Corey Lynch as well. He's a very aggressive fighter, Victor Lyle. Built like a fucking brick shithouse too. He's a massive welterweight. I know he doesn't have the most chaos. He honestly reminds me a lot of Paulo Costa, but I do think he is going to get this one done, and I think he will get a finish here. Then moving on, we have a fight in a 150-pound catchweight between Taser Malone and Mason Nobetsu. Yeah, I'm going with Nobetsu here. The eternal commentary really hype up Taser Malone, but in my opinion, like I haven't really seen anything too special from him. Like personally, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe he's going to go out there and he's going to show that dog and get the win here. But I don't know. Just from what I've seen from him, he doesn't really seem to be that great anywhere. Like his last fight wasn't the greatest performance. They were really hyping him up. I think it's because he was from wherever they were fighting. But I do think Nobetsu will get this one done. Nobetsu, very good grappler. I think he's going to get a sub here. I really do. I think he's going to sub Taser Malone. Seems like a really good prospect. And yeah, I just like him to get this one done over Taser Malone. Then moving on, we got Kobe Porter versus Luke Daly. Kobe Porter really turned his career around. It was 1-2. Now he's 3-2. Uh, Also has a win over Taser Malone, who I just mentioned, on the amateur scene. But this guy's pretty good actually. I know he lost to Stanoff, but Stanoff is a very good fighter, and Taylor Witiri, not a bad fighter either. 2-0 as a pro, very, very long amateur career, a lot of amateur experience. Like I say, the guy's got a lot of experience, which you do like to see. But I am gonna have to take. Uh, I'm gonna take Kobe Porter here. I didn't even mention anything about Luke Daly, but I am gonna take Kobe Porter here. He's not a bad fighter himself either. Luke Daly trains out at Infinite MMA, training partners with Harry Webb, so got some good training partners out of there. But I just think Kobe Porter's going to get this one done. I think I don't know, something's changed with this guy. He looks really good. A win over Nam Stevens is very impressive in my opinion. I know Nam Stevens 3-3, but you know he's not a bad fighter. Like look at his losses: Tom Nolan, Quillen Sow killed Kobe Porter, so it's not like horrible losses. Has a win over some pretty good guys as well in the amateur scene. And also beat James O'Brien, Jimmy the Dog. So yeah, I'm going to take Kobe Porter here. Maybe this one goes to a decision. Luke Daly seems pretty tough. But no, actually, I'm going to go submission. I think Kobe Porter, I think he can get a sub here. So yeah, I'm going to go with him to get like a rear naked choke. Now moving on, we have Mitsushi Matsuyama versus Daniel Mitchell. I'm going to go with Daniel Mitchell here. I think, yeah, I'm going to go with him. In hindsight, a loss to Cooper Smith isn't really that bad. Cooper Smith, not a horrible fighter. He's in ONE FC now, I'm pretty sure. Like he's signed to ONE. Very good amateur career, very good pro career. He's a very good fighter, Cooper Royale. I would have liked to have seen him get a bit more experience before going to ONE, but still, he has a 8-2 amateur career, so still. But Daniel Mitchell, he gave him a decently competitive fight. And I think Cooper Smith or Cooper Royale, whatever he goes by, is a very good fighter. Uh, Matsuma, he's on a bit of a skid. Lost to Ryan Robertson, lost to Sebastian Sazale. Sazale's not a bad fighter to lose to. I can't believe he fought Sazale. The guy's a flyweight. Oh, Sazale used to be a bantamweight. I didn't even realize that, to be honest. But still, not bad losses to have. But I just think Daniel Mitchell will get this one done. The guy's got a lot of grappling experience. I can see him. I could see him getting a sub here, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Daniel Mitchell by sub in this fight, but it should be a pretty good fight in my opinion. Actually, I don't think he has a sub, but I have heard that he is. Oh no, he's got a sub on the amateurs. I have heard this guy's got some really good grappling though, so I guess we'll see what happens. Then we got Diego Pajea versus Luke Jones. Luke Jones, brother of Dan Jones, who just fought again for the first time in a while last week. This guy also hasn't fought for a while, hasn't fought since 2019. So both the Jones brothers back-to-back weeks. Like I say, hasn't fought for a while. Does have a win over Jesse Medina, which is a pretty good win. But like I say, the guy has not fought for a very long time, which isn't ideal by any means. Not really ideal. We just seen what happened with his brother. Like he didn't really look the greatest in that fight against Seb Sassale. So I'm gonna take Diego Pereira. I just think, like he's been a lot more active. He won his last fight, I'm pretty sure, against I think it was Jesse Medina. So yeah, he did. He won beat Jesse Medina in May. Fought, he's been pretty active. Beat Alan Philpott. Should have beat Ryan Gray, but he did make an illegal error there. But not a horrible fighter. Also has a win over Abdullah Bieda, so that's a really good win to have. And yeah, I think Pereira is going to get this one done against Luke Jones, but who knows? Maybe Luke Jones can surprise me here. But I do just think Diego Pereira is going to get this one done. And then moving on, we got to fight the main event for the vacant Eternal Middleweight Championship between John Martin Fraser and Brogan Anderson. I'm going to be taking Brogan Anderson here, just to get that right out the gate. 15-3, very good prospect. He's 34 years old, so it's sort of like now or never. I feel like he gets this win. He's probably on the UFC's radar for sure. He'll be 16-3 with a win here. The guy's been very active. Uh, got very good submissions. The guy does have a very good submission game. They call him the arm collector for a reason. He's got a lot of arm locks. He's got a lot of rear naked chokes, ground and pound. I do think that he is going to get this one done against John Martin Fraser. Fraser's also a very good fighter. He did get spinning back kicked by Matt Myers in his last fight, which is crazy because he did also beat Matt Myers 2 months before that, so that was interesting. But not lost to bad guys. Carlos Olberg, Nathan Reddy, and Matt Myers, who's not like a bad fighter either. Also beat Kit Campbell, so that's a pretty good win, and KO'd Kandiata. So this guy's fought pretty good guys, but I I just think Brogan Anderson's grappling is pretty fucking good here. So I think he is gonna take I think he's gonna take Martin Fraser down, and I think he's probably gonna get like an arm lock or maybe a rear naked or something. Like I say, Brogan Anderson, very, very good submission game. So I really do like this for him here. But Martin Fraser could get this one done, but it's a close fight, man. Like there's not really many middleweights, so it's hard to gauge how good these guys are because it's like not really a massive middleweight division in Eternal. And also, Brogan Anderson is worth mentioning, hasn't fought for a while, so this is his first fight since October of 2021. But yeah, still, I think he's going to get this one done. So yeah, I'm going to go with Brogan Anderson by submission. But anyway, that's all I've got to say about the Eternal 81 fight. So thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you do watch Eternal. You can catch this card on UFC Fight Pass, and you can catch the Eternal prelims on the Eternal website. You just got to sign up with an email, and then you can watch all the prelims for free. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.